What's going on, everybody's fragged out, swagged out, and you already know why I'm here today. Doing something a little different. I'm not doing a full review on any particular fragrance. However, the fragrances that I do speak about here will get a full review somewhere down the line, most likely before the summer is over. And what I want to talk to you today about is the use of oud in the summer. Western consumers, myself being one of them, tend to think that oud is something you wear in the cold only. However, the inception of the use of oud comes from regions in the world where it's warm most of the year. So that's a crazy concept. But I understand here with four very different seasons, we want to switch it up. However, if you love oud, use it whenever you want because that's how I do it. I don't limit my oud to cold weather. I use oud all the time because I love the use of oud in fragrances. But some fragrances use it in different quantities and the end result can be very different from a traditional oud. Today I have four fragrances that are not the very traditional use of oud, but are still amazing fragrances. And you can pull these off any day of the year to include the summer, and no one's going to dislike it. Well, I won't guarantee that. There's always a weirdo or two, but barring those weirdos, they're going to love these fragrances. So, in no particular order, I'm going to start with the one I've had the longest, and that is Indigo by Bond Number 9. This is part of their Dubai collection. And this is a really, really lovely fragrance. It's peachy, it's lychee, it's all the sweet things that you expect from a summertime fragrance. It has lychee, peach, bergamot, orange, orange blossom, jasmine, peony, white musk, amber, agarwood, and oak moss. And it's just a really lovely fragrance. The oud here does not challenge the fragrance, does not make it hard. It's very acceptable. It's just something in the background to give it a little more depth. But realistically, if you smell this, you really get that fruit summery vibe. Just lovely fragrance. A lot of fruitiness going on here. So if you don't really love fruity fragrances, maybe not for you, but a really nice ambery fruity cocktail here with oud in the background that just, this is one of the most user-friendly of the entire Dubai collection. So you might want to check this one out. The next one I will talk to you about is the one I've had the second longest, and it is Summer Breeze by Phoenicia. Now, Phoenicia is a NYC-based perfume house, so I appreciate them for that, but I appreciate the fact that this one, unlike the other three, does lean a little more to the animalic oud, but the fruitiness in this is so strong, so tart, so juicy that it really balances everything out. You never get too oudy, you never get too fruity, but it's very high doses of both of those concepts coming together. Really nice. It's a very, very nice fragrance. You're going to get apricot essence, tangerine oil, peach aldehyde, plum blossom, gabnum, agarwood, sandalwood, tobacco tincture, patchouli. This is just, you're going to hear some darker notes in here, some creamier notes, but realistically, you really get a fruity, peachy, juicy kind of experience here with a very realistic oud in the background, but it never really offsets each other. This is really nice. From the four I will show you, this is more for people who lean towards oud more. The other ones, they're more subtle. This is the real deal. So, Summer Breeze, Phoenicia, but this is good stuff. Now, the last two I'll talk about are both from Spirit of Dubai. And a lot of Spirit of Dubai fragrances have a very strong oud or very challenging type of fragrances. None of that going on here. The first one I will talk to is Abjar. And Spirit of Dubai, typical stuff, really nice bottles. But this fragrance right here, you're going to get black pepper, saffron, cardamom, rose, bergamot, pine. Remember the pine, because it's going to be, and the lavender. Red rose, thyme, cypress, leather, cedarwood, geranium, jasmine, violet, cypriol, oud, oak moss, patchouli, tree moss, sandalwood, amber, benzoin, woody notes, vanilla, and musk. So in this fragrance right here, it took me a while to get into this one. First of all, because I read the notes and immediately I had an opinion of it, but I wanted the entire collection, right? So that pine, you're going to get the pine if you don't like green at all, if you don't like pine at all, then this may not be for you specifically. But it's more than just pine. That saffron and that cardamom really bounce off in this fragrance. That vanilla, that amber really give it a really traditional kind of ambery feel, but still giving it some of those lighter green notes. So you have that bergamot, but you also have that cypress, that thyme. So there's things happening here, but it never turns into an oud fragrance, and it doesn't turn overly green. I sprayed it earlier just to give myself a refresher of this one. Again, it's this very different fragrance. I've heard some people say something about it smelling like Aventus. That's bizarre. This is a lightly green, kind of tart, ambery fragrance. And I was surprised that I did like it, honestly. But this is nice. And it, as you wear it, it actually leans a little more sweet. So it's just a hint of green. It's not overly green. But if you don't like green, I wouldn't even suggest it to you at all. Because to people who are sensitive to any particular note, that note kind of amplifies when they smell it. So if you don't like green, maybe stay away from it. But this is a really nice use of oak moss and thyme and that pine. But it's just really rounded off by the lavender, the saffron, the cardamom, the amber, and the vanilla. And of course, there's oud in there, but it's not a dominant major player. So even if you don't like oud, you can probably still pull this off with no problems. And lastly, probably the most commercial-friendly fragrance, the one that when you smell it, you think anybody will love it. It's going to be a crowd pleaser. Very fresh, very nice. And again, this one I was really surprised because initially I was like, this is just going to be another, their opportunity to bank on fresh fragrances. But realistically, this is one of the nicest fresh fragrances. You can use this, and this gets a lot of compliments. Like you expect it to. When you read the notes, you kind of know you're going to get this. But this one right here is Bahar by Spirit of Dubai. This one I slept on. I'm crazy for sleeping on it. If you're not smelling this, haven't tried it, and caution, everything within your price range. If you can afford it, whatever, but do it. If you can't, then don't. That's just basic stuff, right? In this one, you're gonna get lemon, bitter orange, plum, aquatic notes, coconut, violet leaves, spicy notes, ozonic notes, lime, apple, pineapple, blackcurrant, strawberry, raspberry, cherry, mandarin, green notes, bergamot, clary sage, grapefruit, cardamom, ginger, rose, jasmine, saffron, cedarwood, cashmere, sandalwood, vanilla berries, which they are. Anyway, amber, sandalwood, vanilla musk, patchouli, oud, and vetiver. And this is just this can easily be a commercial success if Spirit of Dubai was a store that was or a brand that was everywhere. But for the fact that they're not everywhere and people are not always talking about, this is a crazy fragrance. Summertime for sure. I keep opening and smelling it again, and I'm just gonna put it over here just so I can. Man, yeah, this is an amazing fresh fragrance. I usually don't do fresh. For those who know, the oud here is silent, but it's there. It's not aggressive. It's not funky. It's not aromatic. It's just one of those things. It's just another note against all the other almost 40 different notes that make this an amazing cocktail of different fruity, woody, aromatic, just everything in one bottle. This is nice. This is summertime certified. So bang, 2 Spirit of Dubai's, a Bond number 9, and a Phoenicia, all kind of fruity, fresh, with oud in the background to make all these super appropriate for the summertime. Don't say I didn't tell you. Don't wait till next summertime. Check it out. If you like this video, please like. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you want to talk crap, down in the comments, it's all good. I'm here for it. That's all I have for y'all. Fragged out, swagged out, and I'm out.